States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Thank you, everyone. First item up is approval of the August 6th business session minutes.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next up, the bills list.
Move to pay the bills.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next up, public comments. Hearing none, we'll move on to committee reports. Admin and finance. The time I didn't bring my full worksheet.
Oh.
That's one here. Overall, the fund balances are in reasonably good shape. ARPA fund is down to about $168,000. But that's, we're making progress on the treatment plant. Water sewers at $250,000. It's got the long run in it. Overall, everything looks pretty good. The Fund 20, the one the building is paid out of, is at $80,000. We don't have a payment until December, I believe. And that payment's $49,000. So we got that, and we've got that $25,000 CD for that same account. So overall, let's say we're not rich, but we're staying out of the poorhouse. Public health and safety.
It was a busy month, and then on top of being a busy month, we did a conditional offer for an officer to fill the last spot that we have open, and then 2 days later, one of the other officers decided to turn in his 2-week resignation, so we're back where we started. But Kevin Harden's going to be leaving us, and so I'm back on the search again. That's all I have.
Where's the resigning? Where are they going? Or what are they gonna do?
The one that resigned?
Yeah.
The one in Higginsville. Not sure why. Everything's, other than
Lafayette County.
their retirement's a little bit better, but everything else is pretty much the same, so I'm not really sure what.
Yeah, they
I
have
don't know
that
that.
for a 911 person too, so.
Yeah, I think they had 1 or 2 police officer openings, a dispatcher, and then or whatever, they make all the 911 call taker, whatever they call it out there.
Central dispatch. Thank you. Next up, park board. Park board. Planning and zoning.
The thing is, I met with the meeting, Jim Ross met with the developer for the new subdivision that's getting ready to come in. Sounds like it's workable. They were working with Jim Ross on that, going over the numbers. Basically, they're gonna take, it's gonna be like 134 homes being built. They're gonna take a portion of those, they're gonna line across BB and hit the one there on Boyles. And they're gonna have to upgrade the water main going that way too. And then the rest of the subdivision will be coming down, hitting Bellevue, and then we do, maybe look at possibly putting a new manhole, get rid of that 90 bin that's causing all the problems. So they're still in the discovery working phase of it, but it's going to, sounds like.
What kind of study do they do when they run more down the present line?
They do, can you say, water study, hydraulic study. They got a computer program and they punch it all the factors and all that, and then they come up with how much it can hold and all that.
Is there gonna be an impact on that pump that we have to replace every year up there? Still, you know,
But
It'll be downstream.
yeah, no,
Downstream, okay.
yeah, it'd be downstream from that. It's gonna be that, it's a lot about the size of Mason.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to have a pump on this one.
Okay, good.
I was looking at a drag on that pump that already has a 1 year life expectancy.
Public works.
As of, I know this morning, I was hoping I should have told him, but anyway, this morning, I know they had 34 meters that they were still working on. He's been working on all day today, so I don't know how many got done. Other than that, they do 3.5 tons of asphalt. And,
That wind shovel out of time?
yeah, yeah, and that's about it, yes.
Does Mr. Summers, is he the actual lead for that, or is he just running the sewer plant?
He's running the sewer plant.
He's not.
And
he doesn't tell.
right now, we just gave him the position of interim director, just so to have somebody down there with authority, but it's pretty much.
Is he the one that directs him on what to do during the day?
Yeah,
Is there any way that, so we're paying him a salary then?
we pay an hourly.
Is there any way we could have him here at the meetings?
Yeah.
Fairs and festivals. Sure, there's something going on with the 150th coming up.
No.
But I don't have any new news. I read the paper. All right, next up, old business discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding Diamond Computers' proposal for point-to-point internet public works building.
I think Joe's giving you guys back to work on this.
I saw something that it was hard for me to follow. There was a total.
Yeah, that's really wrong.
And that total is based mainly on Empire Electric coming out and actually getting the rest of the point-to-point mounted up on top of the water tower. Currently, there's no mounts whatsoever on top of, no mounting options on top of the water tower.
On the one up here.
Yeah, typically, most water towers have a railing at the top, and that's what we assumed was up on your guys's. There is absolutely nowhere to mount anything up there without actually drilling into the actual metal of the water tower itself. Or what their option that they gave out was an S-Tech Magnet Tripod Max magnetic bracket. It's designed to stand up to like gale force hurricane winds. It's got UDMA magnets on all three points, and literally, I think. But that would give them something to actually mount to. It gives them a mast up there that we can actually take and mount all the antennas to, that we're going to be doing the point-to-points from here to Public Works to out of the water main.
How heavy is that antenna?
Here's the specs on it.
I'm guessing DC is Diamond Computers.
DC is on computers, yes, sir.
So we pay you
Yeah, and then we have
$3,500, WW $2,500.
How heavy is the antenna?
the antennas, they are right around 8 pounds apiece.
There's more than
There's
one,
three of
is there
them.
more than one?
There's 3 antennas. So we have there will be 3 point-to-point sets, and they all reach down to a switch. So you have a point-to-point that goes from here to the water tower, and then another point-to-point that goes from the water tower to Public Works, and then another one from the water tower out to the water main, or the pit.
That water tower ever get hit with lightning?
What's that?
Do we know if that tower ever gets hit with lightning?
Even if it does, there's ground rods that you already put in place. So even if these antennas get hit by lightning, it'll take a run down the ground rod before it actually hits the switch itself, so nothing will actually be destroyed.
And just to give a little background, you guys approved this project 2 years ago, and you approved for $10,000. And so far, we spent $3,600 of that $10,000, but that's why I wanted to complete it. This is basically gonna be a change order.
But now it's gonna be 24,000.
Yeah.
Right.
On top of what we've already spent.
Another 10,000, almost 500.
And as far as functionality, what's
Pretty
the-
impressive.
This will gain us the ability to have actual proper internet speeds out of Public Works, which currently we're paying, what, $300, $350 a month out
Something
there?
like that, yeah, 319.
And the internet speeds are extremely slow, cannot do hardly anything with them. This would allow us to take the internet directly to there. It would give you guys a return on investment because it's the fact that you wouldn't be paying the internet bill out of Public Works. It'd be coming from here at City Hall.
And part of the project was, it was gonna serve as a backup. All the backup from City Hall was gonna have backups down in
All the server backups, we'd be moving those out there, so it's an off-site backup. So if this building caught on fire, we can get you guys back and running very quickly.
Save us that 300 and something a month, we won't be having to pay
Yeah,
that.
it's like it's $3,800 a year.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
you're
that's-
looking about a 3-year payback.
Uh-huh. We heard something like that with the water meters, though, didn't we? Just saying.
I can't use one of that.
Okay, so yeah, it's not 15,000, it's 24,000 is what would be.
That'd be the total cost of the project.
Yes, sir.
Total, so that's total with the, because we've already paid,
Yeah, we had paid three, yeah.
so, but I mean, is that what we will owe? I mean, there's gonna be invoices for $24,000 more. I mean,
Not 21,000.
I believe 21,000 is usually the proper number.
Because we've already paid
I
three.
don't-
Yeah, we
that
paid
on
three,
here.
four.
And we owed how much before?
Well, we agreed to 10,000.
Okay.
So it'd be another, it's basically, the 15,000 what it's gonna cost for the antenna.
Yeah, the
and,
cost of-
put it up.
Actually, but and part of that.
And they install it for that price?
Yes. They're gonna actually go up there, they'll actually mount all the antennas, we'll work with them so we can point them all correctly, because every antenna has to be pointed individually. We'll be down here on the ground, making sure everything works correctly.
You know, it's like, so instead of a $10,000 project, it's gonna be 24,000, but we're only gonna be paying an extra 15 for the antenna and then put it up there.
Do we still have, what, 60 something, 100 from the first 10,000 we
Yeah.
haven't spent yet?
Yeah.
Well, you can say that, but the fund balances are the fund balances.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, did that come out of the general fund, the first?
No, not coming out water sewer.
And water sewer gets dicey because now we have that loan tacked on there, so, well, it has $255,000 in there. I don't know how much of that is loan and how much of that.
Well, actually, we got over 900,000. The 250 is what is actually, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, because I didn't pick that up on
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, we got 990,000 in that account, but it's, I separated because I took that 675 that we got and I put it
Put it off the side.
off to the side. I mean, still the account is up, I recognize it off to the side, so I can keep track of
So-
what's
so
going
the-
down.
29 or whatever it is solid and okay.
But when I looked at the thing from the parks, or the bank statement, okay, the available balance is 255,000. But it says the closing, the ledger balance was 994.
Yeah.
So my thing is, why are we just now thinking about this? How come this wasn't brought up in our other proposals? I mean, it seemed like it'd be something that would have been brought up before.
I agree with you, but nobody had actually been able to get up to the top of the water tower, we're not licensed here, so once we have somebody that's licensed up there, they're able to take it from.
And Empire is, so it looks like most of it then is just because those antennas, I don't know how expensive they are. Most of
The
it-
antennas you guys already purchased.
Okay.
Well, not the magnetic one we got.
Oh, not the magnetic mount, a lot of that cost is that magnetic mount, yes, sir.
Okay.
I think it was like 12 for that.
Because I wouldn't crawl up that water tower for $15,000.
Those support brackets.
You want more mine?
I looked at those,
I think
the
it's
specs
just
on
over
those,
8,000.
Yeah,
on those
8,000
support
for the
brackets.
mount.
And
Yeah.
A little 8,000 for the mount.
they're not gonna go anywhere.
No, okay.
No, yeah, it's like a ton. It takes a ton
Of force.
of force to get them off. If anything breaks, it'll be the antenna, not the bracket.
Yeah, that bracket, you could probably hit it with a car.
That's pretty impressive.
And then this would also allow us to put cameras down there that would be able to record. There'd be enough internet speed there or something.
Yeah, actually, the cameras that are there, we'd actually be able to take the total feeds here.
Okay.
So same goes with the
Same thing,
cameras out
this
there.
water pit, we got a camera up there that it's hooked up, it's just not working right now because we need this
Yeah.
connection point. So we can constantly monitor that water pit.
And that's an AI camera, which is able to get license plates and everything else as well.
And do we have anything that we know what our projected total outstanding invoices on the sewer plant are?
No, I mean, I can find out, because we haven't really paid that much. The ARPA fund down 168,
Right.
yeah. and it had 500, so yeah.
So I know that we were gonna be right around 700,000, I think was the difference.
Yeah.
So take that 925, we're right there on the cusp. So I'd like to, I'm not saying we shouldn't do this, but I don't know that we want to move forward on it right this second because we don't know what we've got, and I don't want to be hanging, trying to, that we're down to the last $50,000 on the sewer plant. We're trying to figure out how we're going to pay it.
Yeah.
What's the lead time you need on this, or what's the?
Just probably a couple weeks, at the most.
There's no problem us putting it on hold for a little bit.
I have no problems with it, sir.
We can put on hotel to the week that it's built, you know exactly what we got, and whatever. That's why I just
don't feel better just because there's always, it seems like construction projects always have something that's oops.
Some hidden oopsies,
Yeah. Since we've already borrowed what we borrowed, I don't want to find us
Yeah.
not able to complete the project.
What's the completion date on the rebid?
November, middle of November,
So when do you want to look at it again?
after,
I'd say November, just so that we know that
Can we
what we
put-
got is what we got.
Can we put it back on the list in November then?
yeah, that's why I wanted this discussion, that way you know.
I think it's a good deal, but only if we can swing it. But yeah, if we can put it back on there.
Sure.
Take a look at it again.
Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Next up, discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding conducting a water leak assessment.
Yeah, let's start this was, we actually got this, water sitting in the road on North, North Hudson. Got citizens complaint, went out and check it. When we went out, the guy called, when we were out there, and he said that the water was bubbling from the middle of the road. When we went out there was no water bubbling at all. And so, you know, I told him it's probably groundwater, but keep on checking it. You know, he keeps on calling me, so I called Andy Clearing, wanted that survey, you know, was gonna have him come out and spot the leak. Well, if you're gonna be out there spotting one leak, we might as well have him do the whole town.
Can we just take that water where it's bubbling and check it for chlorine?
Well, I did, there was no cooling in
So,
it, but,
it's ground.
and that's another thing, but, water mains don't fix themselves, so he
Right.
said it was bubbling out, and then when I went in there, it wasn't bubbling, so, but. it's
Was there
still
somebody
be-
from Iowa
Huh?
that we used? It seemed like there was somebody from Iowa that we used.
This is him.
Okay.
This is him, so I figured, you know, it's been over 2 years since he's been at it last time, and I just thought, you know, if I'm gonna get him out here, I might as well just have him do the whole entire town again, just to see and get, you know, if there's any unknown ones that we can get fixed.
The other question I had was looking, I think I've seen it on the, whatever that software is, it starts with an I. Where we can track how much water we bought, you know, how much water we've sold, and look at the loss, look at what the loss ratio on there and see if it, I mean, I think if we're missing, you know, 10 or 20,000 gallons, probably, but if it, that would be my thought, but it would be another way of double checking whether or not it's really a line broke. I mean, I'm not against it, it's only, what, $3,800?
Yeah, it's
It's not
38, 40.
terrible, but then you kind of run in.
Last time, he found a lot of leaks that were hitting in creeks or going to storm drain pipes and stuff like that. So, like I said, I was gonna use them just to find this one and to see.
I like the mayor's assessment on that though. I think that would be a good preliminary before we had it done, but I don't know about this time, but like,
Yeah, I don't know, I mean, again, the
It's-
3,800 is a little easier to swallow, but, you know, when I was looking at it, was just trying to cost avoidance. Was
Yeah.
Look and see what the loss ratio is, and
do we have the means of that?
Yeah, yeah.
How long would it take?
We do it monthly. We do water loss monthly.
so you can look at the trend and
Yeah.
see how it's been looking.
Can we have that by next meeting or?
Yeah,
or
like I
can
said, we do it
just-
monthly. By state statute, we gotta do it monthly. We report water loss monthly.
can we just go ahead and okay this, providing we have enough loss?
Sure.
I mean, if he shows enough loss to warrant it?
Yeah, I guess I don't know what the
Yeah.
right number
Yeah, what's
is.
the trigger, but like, well, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if we're,
I mean, I try.
I mean,
10,000 gallons.
he said he couldn't get back in, he couldn't get tested the first of September anyway, so I mean, we could hold it off to the next meeting, I can be in the numbers, and you guys
Okay.
can decide then.
All right,
That's one week, like, so we do monthly
Okay.
anyway.
sounds good.
Okay, next up, elected officials comments.
I just had a question for Joe. I was just curious if we had the numbers for the spray part, the water usage for the
Yeah.
last few months, just,
The strip park's been there for 2 years now, I mean, this is the second season.
This is second.
They actually, you know, we bought a new meter for them, and they did put it in, and Public Works, the previous Public Works crews were supposed to get it all set up in the system, and I thought it was done. So this morning, I got you know a couple days ago, so this morning I wanted to have it, so I went to Casey and said, hey, give me the numbers for the water park. She goes, what do you mean water park? I said, the meter for the water park. She goes, we don't have a meter for it. I said, yes, we do. She goes, well, I had never got that information to get set up into the account. So that's gonna be tomorrow, we're gonna get the information and get it set up into the account.
okay.
So without those numbers, you know.
But there is a meter there.
There is, yeah, it is being metered, it is being metered.
And
It's just not
Still,
hooked up to
whether
our
it's
system.
the dawn of time instead of.
Yeah, so this, I mean, I could go out and take a reading, but it's gonna be 2 years worth of, you know.
Well, we could estimate that cut in half for each year.
And at least
Could
going
do that.
forward.
Gets us a baseline.
But,
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And again, I was just curious
Yeah,
to see
I-
what we're running on it there.
yeah, I'd be curious to see what that number is,
Okay.
just to, you're.
I mean, like, so I could go get readings, I could figure out the gallons and you could split it in half.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know how much you got used last year, I mean,
did anybody, do we have it written down, their estimate of how much water usage it was supposed to be?
I'm sure we
I
probably,
remember that,
this
I
in
don't
there.
Put it
remember the
in.
number, but I think there was an
Yeah.
estimate, but I don't.
Yeah.
I have had 2 individuals I've interviewed for the open seat. I think both of them seem like solid guys, just waiting. Neither one of them at the time of the interview was willing to say, I'll definitely, if offered, I will definitely take the job. Both were checking with their spouses, so I don't know. Once I hear back from them and whether they're.
You'll, I'll check with the wife.
Yeah, that's why I can't say time share. But hopefully next meeting we'll have somebody to fill that seat. So, if there's nothing else, I take a motion to adjourn. So moved. Second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? We stand adjourned.